Madras High Court Assistant Programmer Important MCQ Questions. Topic 7. LAN Proxy Server. What is the primary function of a proxy server in a LAN? Option A. To forward requests between clients and servers. Which of the following is the common use of a proxy server in a LAN? Option A. Improving network security. What type of proxy server works by forwarding requests from clients to the internet? Option C. Forward proxy. Which of the following is not a feature of a proxy server? Option D. Blocking external devices. A proxy server can help improve the performance of a LAN by performing which function? Option B. Caching frequently accessed content. Which of the following types of proxy servers is used to provide access to a LAN from the internet? Option A. Reverse proxy. Which protocol does a proxy server typically use to communicate with clients? Option A. HTTP. What does a proxy server typically cache? Option B. Web pages and files. Which of the following benefits does a proxy server provide in terms of security? Option A. Hiding the client's IP address. In a proxy server setup, which device typically handles the client's request for a web page? Option B. Proxy server. A proxy server configured to allow only specific websites is an example of what kind of function? Option B. Web filtering. Which of the following is a disadvantage of using a proxy server? Option B. Centralized point of failure. Which proxy server type would you use to provide load balancing for multiple web servers? Option B. Reverse proxy. Which of the following is true about transparent proxy servers? Option B. They do not modify requests or responses. A reverse proxy server sits between the internet and which of the following? Option B. Web server. In which scenario would a proxy server be used for content filtering? Option A. Blocking access to specific websites. What is one of the primary security roles of a proxy server? Option B. Preventing malware from entering the LAN. Which of the following is an advantage of using a proxy server for web traffic? Option D. Better access control. A proxy server that only works with HTTP requests is known as what? Option B. HTTP proxy. A forward proxy is typically used to do which of the following? Option A. Hide the identity of clients accessing the internet. What is one advantage of using a proxy server for web traffic caching. Option B. It reduces bandwidth consumption. What does a proxy server do with web requests? Option B. It forwards requests from client to servers. Which type of proxy server would you use if you wanted to provide an additional layer of security between your LAN and the internet? Option C. Reverse proxy. Which of the following best describes the caching function of a proxy server? Option B. Storing frequently accessed data to speed up access. What is a disadvantage of proxy server caching? Option B. Outdated or incorrect data can be delivered to clients. How does a proxy server enhance privacy on a LAN? Option A. By masking the client's real IP address. Which of the following is an example of a proxy server feature aimed at improving bandwidth management? Option B. Caching commonly accessed web pages. What type of proxy server is typically used to provide a single point of contact for multiple web servers in a LAN? Option C. Reverse proxy. What is the key function of a proxy server in a corporate environment? Option A. Managing web traffic routing. What type of proxy server is typically used in online anonymity services? Option B. Anonymous proxy. Which of the following best describes a SOX proxy? Option B. A proxy used to anonymize internet browsing. What does a proxy server need to modify in order to forward web traffic properly? What does a proxy server need to modify in order to forward web traffic properly? Option B. The request headers. What is one use case for a proxy server in a corporate LAN environment? Option B. Filtering and blocking unwanted websites. In a proxy server setup, which of the following components can be secured by encrypting traffic? Option B. Proxy to web server connections. What type of proxy server is designed to be invisible to users? Option A. Transparent proxy. What is the main advantage of using a proxy server for security in a network? Option D. Masking the identity of internal users. How does a proxy server provide anonymity to its users? Option A. By hiding the client's IP address. What kind of proxy server is commonly used to corporate environments to distribute web traffic efficiency across multiple servers? Option B. Reverse proxy. Which of the following is an important security function of a proxy server in a LAN? Option B. Protecting against denial of service attacks. In which scenario would a proxy server be used for filtering content based on the type of data? Option B, blocking specific file types from being downloaded. How does a proxy server supports a distributed network? Option A, by providing load balancing and caching for web servers. What happens if a proxy server becomes unavailable in a network setup? Option B, clients may lose internet connectivity or experience slow speeds. What is the role of a proxy server in preventing a distributed denial of service DDoS attack? Option B, by hiding the internal network structure and filtering malicious requests. Which of the following protocols does a proxy server use to communicate with clients? Option B, HTTP. What type of proxy is used to forward requests from a client inside a corporate LAN to the internet? Option B, forward proxy. What does a proxy server do when a client requests a cached web page? Option B, it directly serves the cached page from the cache. What is the main difference between a forward proxy and a reverse proxy? Option A, a forward proxy is used to provide access to the internet, while reverse proxy is used to protect web servers. What kind of proxy server can be used to provide secure communication between clients and a web server over the internet? Option B, reverse proxy. What is the primary role of a transparent proxy? Option C, to catch web content without altering the client's requests. In a corporate environment, why would you use a proxy server for content filtering? Option B, to prevent access to inappropriate or non-business related websites.